Hello and welcome, Echoes, to a super special little in between the sessions game to organize what's going on with Sybil and Balder while Tail
Well,
and Jax do their
Explode the
thing.
city.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
they're doing stuff. So we are calling this episode 27A.
Hell
So
yeah.
27
guys,
five.
yeah, this is a pre-record. Hi, Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any. I will be running this oh so wonderful game with my beautiful and wonderful chaos gremlins of players. Let's
Oh,
start intros with eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Maggie.
That's me. Hello, my name is Maggie. I use they and she pronouns. I'm playing Sybil, who continues to have the worst day of her life. She is an overeager adept who would rather be reading and is a walking dream.
Yells.
Yeah.
And second, Joel, who you cannot see but is
Ah,
still within our hearts.
hello. I am echoing out of your heart, apparently. I am Joel. I'll be playing the glorified NPC just for the session. That is Baldur
No.
Mistforge is an appealing speaker who moves like a cat and rises from the depths because this is Sybil's story, and he's just gonna chill,
I'm gonna head
vibe,
out.
and put all the pressure on the nerd.
I think you need to have like you suddenly go, okay, yeah, I am in charge, just for the aggression of I'm putting it on the nerd type
So
of
mean.
mentality that they're coming in with.
Baldur's is gonna be like, what are we gonna do? And Sybil's like, I don't know, help me. Whoa, no, what are we gonna do? It's
Yeah, it's
you
gonna be it's
decide.
gonna be it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Um, we still, at least for this session, have our donations going to MAC, Medical Aid for Palestinians. You can check out the little QR code in the corner of the screen or go to the link to their website that will be provided either in chat or the description, depending on if you are watching on Twitch or YouTube. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and roll into tonight's session. I do not have my announcement template up, so general content warning. Uh, we're probably not going to have fighting and gore, but there's definitely going to be trauma and possible mentions of loss. They are going to do their thing, and we cover lines and veils with each other off screen. So we are careful of each other, don't know what yours are as the audience, so you have been warned. When last we left off, Sybil and Balder were
Hello.
secreted away in the collections room, this kind of work study of the Sybil moms.
We're stage
It is
whisperer.
dark. It is the middle of the night. Uh, Currently, Sybil's siblings are distracting the mom that had been sleeping on the couch downstairs uh, by saying, "Hey, can you make a very late dinner for the youngest sibling, Vera, who has been having nightmares and not a good time?" Um, Balder came to the front door because Balder is Balder, knocked on it, and
Yep.
Milo, the younger brother of Sybil, answered it to try and keep the mom away from that front area because it is his job to distract her from what Sybil is doing. And there was a little bit of interaction there, and Milo's insistence of, "You were telling me about this later, what the fuck is up with the bear?" Before going back, and Sybil faintly heard the accusation of, "Was your girlfriend trying to sneak in?" Um,
Yeah,
Oh, I wrote
Milo.
yeah,
that down. Don't worry,
yeah,
I
oh
remember.
yeah. But with that, the family is on one side of the house in the kitchen. Sybil and Balder have snuck into the room. It is nighttime. It is dark. They have, at least so far, not tried to make any light to see by, and it is overcast outside because there is a storm rolling in, and thus they don't really even have starlight or moonlight to guide them. Balder just asked Sybil, "What are we going to do? What do you expect to do?" And Sybil was just like, "I don't know. I don't know. It's
Mhm.
been it's been a rough week. I don't know." And that's where we're coming in.
It's all right. I just want to know why we're in here. Why are we doing? What's going on? Why? I know you said you were gonna check in on your siblings, but I don't.
Mhm.
Your siblings are over there, not here. Why are we here?
I already checked in with them.
Right here.
Okay, so siblings, Milo, Vera. You
Right.
met
Yeah,
Milo.
I have.
Vera,
Your girlfriend I've had.
maybe I don't.
Hmm.
I'm gonna talk to him about that later. Don't worry.
All right. Not worrying about that, I guess.
So Milo sent me a letter about Vera. Vera's got something weird going on. And I don't. It's probably fine to tell you. She would actually hate me if I told you, but she's got she's like us. She's got a thing like us.
Last time you did mention the third eye.
Did I? Great. I could not remember. She's like us.
The third eye.
She's
You mean.
got. Yeah.
Right. Wait, you also have another body part that you're not supposed to have.
She like.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
also kind of look at Sybil, try to like in the darkness, like 2 arms, 2 legs.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's just me.
Okay, so you mean us as in magic, not us as in body parts. Got it.
Yeah, sorry I didn't clarify. I didn't think that was necessary.
No, fair enough. I just wanted to be clear.
So you're talking to the people in your group.
That's incredible. That's so real.
There are
Vera.
different types of us within our group. Okay, Balder needed clarification.
She can see somebody.
Nice, and that's a bit unfortunate.
Like an invisible person who just kind of stands in the corner of her room, and she says that he came out of something in this room, and we need to find it. That's my first priority. Is just that's why we're in here. I need to figure out what it is, what it does, how to make it stop. And I don't really know how to do that because it is so dark in here, and I don't remember where it is.
Can I look for like some kind of light source?
Yeah, make an intellect roll to search around. This is going to be at a higher difficulty class because it is dark and you are not familiar with the room the way that Sybil is.
Can I also look for one?
How does a 9 sound?
Not great. Not great. You bump into the table that one of the moms works on. You do not know which one. I don't think Sybil even told you that it was 2 moms instead of a mom and dad.
I didn't even.
So you have no idea who the majority of the family are.
Yeah.
But it's kind of covered in papers. A couple of odd tools. You light your hand or tentacle, whichever you're searching with,
Both
lands on stiff brush, and
Mhm.
it's like a really really stiff paintbrush. You'd have no idea what it's used for, but that's what you find. Sybil, what was your roll?
A 7.
You also have no idea where a candle is. It's entirely possible that they don't keep candles in here. You don't remember. They might have a couple of oil lanterns somewhere in the room, but you're not sure where because it's been a while and you haven't really been able to work in the room before. You've just been in it.
Yeah.
There's a desk over here.
Yeah,
I found a desk.
There's a couple of desks.
Multiple.
I mean, there's tables. They're tables. It's my mom's workroom. I'm not really allowed in here a lot of the time, so I don't know where things are.
I don't know if you can see Balder, but he's nodding in approval at the rebel nest that is happening right now. It's like, yeah.
Can I? Is it that dark?
I don't know how
You
dark
can
it is.
see his outline for the most
Oh.
part, but
Wait.
you are in a dark house with virtually no ambient lighting. Have you ever been in a house with like all the
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
like blinds drawn?
Rice blonde.
Uh, yeah, blinds
Bronze
drawn
blonde.
and like curtains drawn and like no lights on in the middle of the night it's dark. You can see his outline, you can see the
Mm-hmm.
shapes of things, but reading expressions is difficult, and details of things are difficult.
Do you know what the thing we're looking for looks like? Oh, feels like.
It's like this big, and she stops and is like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't. You can't see me. It's medium sized. I don't.
All right.
It's got a
Which
bunch.
is it? Like a bucket sized?
About maybe a little smaller, probably. It's
Okay.
got like what?
Head sized.
Head size. Yeah, that would be good. That's why you're the GM.
I'm just helping. Sorry. Continue.
Oh, sorry. I just heard it from the ether. It's like
Is it like
the
head
size of a
size?
head.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
ball.
Of course. Yeah.
But it's got like grooves on the side.
Grooves.
It's I don't know. I think it opens somehow. I remember seeing it. I don't think I remember where exactly it is in here. This is so stupid.
Time to touch everything.
I mean,
I'm gonna
like,
start.
be careful.
I'm gonna start touching. I'm just very carefully.
Yes.
But I'm gonna start looking for this thing.
Okay. Boulder, you quickly realize that other than like shelves of journals and tools and the desks, there are things in here. They seem to be in cases, like display cases.
Yeah.
So you guys would have to like open the display cases to
Can
figure out
I
what is in most of them.
can I try to
Yes, you
open
can.
just whichever? I can't see what's in the cases. I'm just gonna try to open one.
Incredible.
Roll for luck.
Oh,
Roll for luck.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
I am so happy
It is
that's
not
something
locked,
interesting.
or it is not locked. So it's basically a do you happen
I
to
need to
find
switch this, guys.
a head-sized ball
Mhm.
shaped thing that Sybil was describing?
I rolled a 9.
That's not that great.
Yeah.
That is
You
not
did
that great.
bad.
It's middling.
I'm gonna
It's
switch
average.
my dice because that one
Medium.
rolled 9 twice
Yeah.
in a row, and I'm not comfy
Yeah,
with it.
that is middling. That's average, like average task.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
being lucky, not so much. So you do very
I like
easily get it open. You
might be
find
mid.
the latch for the back of the case.
It's
That
a
is
flashlight,
how
right?
it is not a flashlight.
Damn it.
It is not head-sized.
Okay.
It does seem to have facets or grooves on it. Sybil did not describe the shape, just the size.
That
So
was like a ball.
okay, so it seems like it has various pieces that have been fit together. There are grooves. It is not ball sized. It is about like yay big.
Mm, that could be ball sized. Just a small ball size, but I did
Yeah.
get told that it was medium sized ball. I guess I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
He does. I will be honest. He does consider pocketing it,
Mm-hmm.
but this is Sybil's house. If it was any
Mhm.
other house, he totally would. But he's like,
Yep.
fine, and then just leaves it, and then goes to whatever next thing he can find.
Okay. Sybil, are you doing the same thing, just like checking various cases?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try.
Roll for luck. Your difficulty is a little less because you've been in the room before. So you are a little bit more likely to find it. Not
Not-
guaranteed, just a
not
little
in
bit more
a-
likely.
Not in a while, because that's a 3. Actually, no,
Yeah.
I can re-roll once it. Does this whole thing count as an encounter?
Yes, it is.
Great, then I'm re-rolling immediately.
Nope.
I could have used my nat 20 as well.
I rolled a 2.
Amazing.
With the 2, you find something. It is not ball shaped. It's kind of like a oblong, maybe foot long thing, sharp on both ends, but not like sharp enough to cut you.
Okay.
You can feel broken pieces like missing from it. You can feel like rough edges that have been now cleaned off. There are missing pieces to this.
Interesting. I want to figure out if she can get anything from this without really being able to like see it. But I don't think that I have anything that's going to let me just like sense stuff.
Previously, you used magic training
Do you
to
have magic
determine
training?
if things were magical when you were in your great granddaddy many times study.
Sure, but I could see them.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
listen,
it's at a higher DC when you can only perceive certain parts of it, but it is also entirely possible that what you observed about them was not through visual. It might have been through a secondary sense because you are familiar with magic.
true. Can I try to get a reading on this thing?
You can certainly try. So you're using magic sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever expenditure magic sense happens to be, um, or magic training rather.
Magic
Does it have any expenditure, or is
I
it
don't
just you're
know.
trained? Okay. So where for most people it would be about 5 difficulty, difficult but not impossible. Yours is dropped down to a 4, so 12 or better.
How do you feel about a 3?
Uh,
Gower's so good at
3
this.
difficulty. I rolled a 9.
okay. You can assume that it is an artifact. You know that they've got a variety of artifacts. You can assume with the 9 that it is a damaged artifact because there are pieces broken and missing from it. How damaged and how dangerous it might be, whether it is about to go kaboom or if it's just kind of loitering in that fragile but not broken state, you're not sure.
I think she just like stops and closes it and just it's like, Baldur, stop. This is stupid. There's no way that we're gonna find it like this. We have to figure something else out. This is
Let's just take all of them then. We can figure it out later.
absolutely cannot take all of them. I don't want to take any of them unless except for the one that's causing Yura's issues. This is a lot harder than I expected it to be.
I can set something on fire.
I would so appreciate it if you did not set my house on fire.
Not the
Baldur.
house, but like, I don't know. I can make a makeshift torch.
And do what with it? Like how do you get a torch? How do you get a torch out of a house?
Through a
Also,
window.
You're gonna
windows.
you're gonna set the outside on fire.
No, we snuff it out safely. There are safe ways to handle a flame. I'm stage whispering.
Mhm.
I've worked my entire life on wooden chips. You think I don't know how to handle an open flame?
Surrounded by open ocean. You didn't have to worry about it. If something went wrong, you just threw it into the sea.
That's not at all how that works.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really know how it works on the ocean.
You think a boat is just suddenly less flammable because there's ocean next to it?
Kind of. I was kind of under that impression.
You know, that's a fair impression, actually. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I just
was-
not how that. No, it can be a small one. All right,
Hold
so
on,
it's not.
hold on. Baldur, have you ever dreamt of this? Like having a torch or something like that?
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember most of my dreams. They
I
apparently have to do with boats a lot.
Yeah, they do. They do happen to. We should. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I need to reread what Dreamcraft does real fast. Does it have to be my own dream? Can it be someone else's? I don't know that Sybil's ever had a dream of of like a torch.
Sybil has probably dreamt that they were studying by candlelight or lantern light before.
That's probably fair.
It's probably been a while. I believe that you can dreamcraft from your own. I would have to look at the full description for dreamcraft to see if you can pull it from the dreams of others. I think you can.
It says from a dream.
Would our shared dreams count? Because Sybil has seen my dreams.
That's true.
Like,
I
we
have
have
been there.
shared a dream.
Yeah, Sybil has seen your dreams, and I believe that
I got you because this sounds cool as
it's
fuck.
Dream Thief that
Yeah,
you
I'm
steal
combining
a
them.
dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have Dream Thief?
I have Dream 3. I have Dream Thief and Dreamcraft. But I think I want to do Dreamcraft because that creates solid illusions. Like
Okay,
from
yeah. So you have shared dreams with Balder before. The one where it was little Balder on the pier was daytime.
Baby Balder.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one was daytime, so there wouldn't have been lanterns, but you would. It has not been that long that you guys have known each other. It's
Yeah.
been like a couple of weeks
true.
at most.
Mhm.
And that's including the time skip from the temporal distortion. So it's actually close enough in your memory to where you would be able to have like, it's not a torch. Torches are not super common because they are dangerous. They
Sure.
drop a lot of soot. It would have been storm lanterns would
Yep.
have been on that ship.
Okay.
So you would be able to pull a storm lantern.
Okay.
It's similar to hooded lanterns used in like D&D, and the one that Kale closed off, except for the wick, so that it doesn't create sudden bursts.
Okay.
They're often built to resist storms and heavy winds and such.
Yeah, so you would be able to do one of those pretty easily.
So it's not something that we're going to be able to like move around, probably.
You should be able to move.
Yeah, you can.
I can if I animate it.
Okay.
Oh, can't you animate it?
But if we
like a swing,
direct physical interaction or sustained interaction shatters it.
Okay.
So we can't
Okay,
like.
can you like attach it to something
Yeah.
and then have
probably.
that something move?
I don't think. I think. Listen,
I think
you're the
the
GM.
object. The object that it's attached to moving would be direct physical interaction.
Yeah.
If you say attached it to the ceiling, like a ceiling light in modern day, it would light the majority of the room. The room is L-shaped, so there might be a couple of like corners that you can't see. One of those corners, you know for a fact, is a work desk area.
Yeah.
To you.
It takes 1 intellect, but I have 2 edge, so it's fine.
Yeah, so you can do
Um,
it for free.
Yeah, I wanna try and do that then.
Also
Oh,
remember you have a free ease because you're with me.
true.
So you could have gotten that 9 if you had used it, but
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot that
Sorry,
you.
I also forgot. It's okay.
it's okay.
Eh,
But yeah, so you haven't done this a lot before. You have crafted terrain, so it
I mean,
makes sense to you. It makes sense to you that you can do this with just an object. It takes a little bit of concentration. What does it look like, and where on the ceiling does it appear, if it appears on the ceiling?
and it's not real, and it doesn't abide by the laws of physics. So she's like shooting for the ceiling, but instead like ends up pulling some. I'm imagining the dream where we were all in like the tavern, that like
Mhm.
big one when we all died the first time. And so it's like that height of the room, and I'm imagining the actual ceiling is significantly taller. So it's just like a ceiling fixture that's just hanging in the air above us.
Okay. So yeah, quite unexpectedly, Mulder, because
mhm.
you
I've never seen
were
this happen before.
you were not there when Sybil had, and like this wouldn't have been like discussion,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
this is all in Sybil's head, trying to come up with this idea of where can I pull
Hmm.
a light from? Where can I pull a light from?
I'm still just
So
touching things.
yeah, so as you're kind of searching and Sybil is going, this isn't working, and you're discussing whether or not a torch is feasible and
I can make it.
bolts can catch on fire and things like that. Sybil like is concentrating and thinking, and then like looks around. You can vaguely see her head moving, like she's looking for something,
Hmm.
and then like the spark of a flame starting to catch, you see above you what starts to just kind of be light, and then
What the?
in like a snap of a moment, it's a very familiar looking storm lantern. It's the kind that had that really weird arm shape that was used on your last like ocean vessel, not even the boat that got you to Ison Bridge. Just hanging
Uh-huh.
6 or 7 inches from the ceiling in the middle of the room. Out of nowhere.
Balder is horrified.
I feel like Sybil's eyes are closed and she just goes, "Did it work?"
Yeah. The
But
room is now lit
yes.
by flickering light. You guys can see what you are doing. Um, there is a doorway with a crack underneath the doorway that you might want to handle at some point, but there is flickering light, and you can see through the room, and Sybil is just there with her eyes closed.
Did it work?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna try?
if you were ever considering being a sailor, don't do this.
Oh,
This is how they make you walk the plank. Just that shit's bad omens right there.
do
It's
light
like
fixtures are
well,
bad
no,
omen?
it's not.
I made
Okay, listen, sailors are superstitious. This is very stitious. We don't do this. This is not a
This
thing.
is very
We
stitious.
we like. It's just floating lanterns. That's just that shit. We don't fuck with that shit. We don't mess with it. It's just that's on one side, we're on the other. Floating lanterns, that's death.
that.
That's
Okay,
death.
you're beginning to make a lot more sense to me.
What's that mean? What do you mean?
Really superstitious. You're a sailor.
It's not superstitious anymore, is it? It's real. Look around. Got a tentacle arm and a crab leg.
That's fair. It also,
It's a
it wouldn't
floating
work
mountain.
on a boat because boats are in motion and we can't touch this thing as far as I'm concerned. So it'd be stuck in a place. It would go through the boat. And there you go. You're sailing away from
Oh,
it.
yeah. What you think some passing sailor isn't gonna see it and then fucking
Would
go
it
mental?
just stay in place? And you could see her like reach for her bag to be like, and then also, I guess if we're on a planet, how does it stay in? It's like, hold on, I've never actually thought about this before. This
Sybil.
is my first time. This is my
Focus.
third time doing this. Okay.
Head
Yeah.
object.
Right. It's like a ball, grooves.
We look around.
We look around.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
weird.
so the object that you had been initially investigating, Balder, is just this kind of weird amalgamation of boxes that seem to be copper and steel
God.
and stone.
I want it so bad.
Yeah, that have been fitted together almost like a puzzle.
Mhm.
What you had been looking at, it's not again not sharp, but kind of comes to an oblong point on either side with grooves throughout it, and there are obvious pieces missing, with like a single seam around the center. It is not super damaged. It's like part of the casing came off.
Okay.
And inside is this really weird, uh, what seems to be bound and bundled together string, but the string is made out of some sort of like roots or something. It's kind of like, have you ever seen a root bound pot? Like a root bound plant in a pot? It's kind of like that inside, but the roots, well, they are that shape and
Oh.
that detail, are a
Mhm.
bright cerulean blue.
Oh, fuck that shit. No, I'm
Um,
too superstitious for this shit. No, don't touch
yeah.
it.
I'm touching it.
God, oh,
You're
God
going
damn
back in and grabbing
Yeah,
it.
immediately.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You
That's,
can make another
obvious.
roll to try and figure out what it
we
might
don't
be.
touch.
It's
We don't touch.
yeah,
We don't
it's
touch.
to figure out what it
Mm.
might be is much higher difficulty than to figure out if it is damaged enough to be dangerous.
This is a bundle of some sort of plant matter. We do not touch bundles of plant matter,
I don't know
especially
what's
not
for me.
old ones.
This all started because of a tree. How do you feel about a 15?
15.
You have
To
a
figure out if it's damaged or to figure out what it is.
I do have an ease to figure out what it is. Plus, I have
Just
magic.
good enough.
Yeah.
Just good
Plus, I
enough
have
with your
magic
magic training.
Yeah.
And you mostly recognize it because you had shuffled through great granddaddy many times notes multiple times.
Mhm.
While you were being assisted by Jax of the Babel, so being able to understand
right.
the writing. So you shuffled through all of that, and it's been a while, but you vaguely recognize some of the notes on Vukin developing a transport device. Something about activating and releasing it due to like the patterned lines around it creates points of transport.
I'm so glad it isn't. We didn't just accidentally unleash some eldritch horror.
Well, it wouldn't be.
Those were our options: eldritch horror, basic
You-
magic item.
You haven't activated it. You have no idea how to activate it.
Right.
But that seems to be what it is. And you like it's just kind of a vague memory of, yeah, it was approximately this shape, about like Subway sandwich sized. like oblong, almost like an oblong disc with like patterns etched around it and a single scene. And you mostly recognize it because you know that it contained bound roots from some forest that he had visited at some point.
She's just like staring at it and like very lightly touching it, and it's like, I think I know what this is.
Boulder, are
you
you
should-
looking around for the other object, or are
Oh,
you
yeah.
staring in horror at Sybil, going, "Oh, the imaged
I don't-
item"?
I don't think Balder has noticed that Sybil is being what he would consider to be reckless. But yeah, no, he's looking for whatever it is, the item that Sybil said. He is gonna take a quick look at the object that's like in the light, and then he's gonna like I'm curious. I want to know what the fuck this box thing is. It's just a me thing.
Yeah, so you spot which one or which case the object Sybil had initially described was in. It is fairly obvious. It is approximately basketball sized and has a variety of flat panels that comprise it. You have no idea how they are like connected. It is about midway through the room. If you are not going to go and grab it, you are, I'm assuming, inspecting this other object.
Do it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be true to Balder. His curiosity is enough about this object that he will pocket it. I will end up. Yeah, I will just, and I'll just pocket it as I am moving towards the other object, unless something else happens.
I would like contested rolls, stealth versus observation. You have an asset of +3, Balder, because Sybil is currently distracted by what she is investigating. Sybil, you can choose to fail the roll if you want. If you want to be able to notice that he is stealing one of your mother's artifacts, then go ahead and roll.
I want to see what happens. I want to see.
Okay.
I got a 14.
4. I'm not being subtle at all.
Yeah.
I got 14.
So, like, and it's like you have to go over, open the back of the case, reach through the back, and pull it out. So it's kind of hard to be subtle to begin with. So it
Balder
makes
isn't
sense.
really also not. He's not trying to hide that he's taking it. He's. I mean, we all know what he is.
He's Balder, yeah.
I like to imagine you're also right in her eye line.
Yeah.
She's like down there and she just looks up as your arm is just in a case.
His tentacle. He would probably reach around with the tentacle.
What? Did you find it?
No, he's over there, the other one. I'm just taking this one.
No.
Why not?
I don't really have a... I was going to say because it's my mom's, but my mom got it from a ruin, so is it really my mom's?
Plus, if we're stealing one, might as well take another for funsies, right?
We're not well, we are kind of stealing.
We are. They don't even know you're here, right?
No.
What?
I
think it would actually be easier to tell that, like, oh, if they steal just one specific object, that's a little sus. But if there's multiple that are missing, then it's like, oh, we've just been robbed.
We're not stealing multiple items, and if we
just this one and the one we're going to take with the bull.
What is so what is that one? Show me that one.
I've no clue. That's why I'm taking it. I'm curious.
Oh my god. I want to see it. Hold on.
All right, here you go. I'm gonna give it to Sybil, and I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go grab the ball when I'm.
And I want to know what it is.
Okay, since you no longer have the ease, unless you put effort on it, this is a difficulty 6.
Well, I got a 6, so no. Just like
I have no idea what it is.
Amazing.
I guess you can take this. It's not.
Here, let's try it. I give Sybil the ball one that we're actually looking for, and I take that one. I want to actually do it again. I want to do a test on the one that I have, the one that I stole.
So what are you doing?
I'm just looking at it and trying to understand what the fuck I'm looking at.
Uh-huh.
I will
You
be
do not
using
have magical training.
understanding as well to give
Okay.
myself an asset on the object.
I was about to say, as you do not have magical training, the
Yes.
difficulty is 7, so you would have to put effort by
Um,
spending a little bit of time taking a look at
actually,
it. Hmm?
I would like to use my banked natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay,
What
you're
you're
using your
using that
bank
for?
natural 20 to figure out what
We
this
have to
thing is.
leave at some point.
I was told to spend it. And
We're
therefore,
gonna have to leave at some point.
you do not get to judge me on my curiosity, Maggie.
I'm not judging.
It's fine. Balder has pleasant social interactions.
I'm not judging. Oh boy. Yeah, go for it. I also really want to know what it is.
Yeah.
At least one of us is
so-
going to learn what an object is, okay?
So, Maggie, Sybil, kind of glancing over at the empty case, you see that they are labeled mostly with where they were found, because your moms have no more clue what they are than you do. This was found on a dig well outside of Icy Ridge.
Okay.
Balder, you recognize it mostly because you had heard about it just as you were leaving home.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's pray tell. What?
It is an amplifier.
Ah.
If it is used properly,
Uh-huh.
it can store magic in some way.
Oh.
You're not sure how, but it's supposed to be like something that can be used one or more times daily if it is in proper repair. You don't really know what they're called, but you saw plans being you saw the plans that were delivered.
To quote a friend of mine, nanny the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know what I think I know what this is.
You do?
This. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is it dangerous? Do we need to?
I don't think it's dangerous on its own, but it can make dangerous things more dangerous, I believe. If this, I'm sorry, I know you don't want me to rob your family, even though that's what we're clearly doing. I need to keep this. This is necessity of removing it from your family right now.
I'm actually not super opposed if it makes dangerous things more dangerous.
Yeah, I cannot guarantee that if one of these magic objects goes off, this isn't going to make those magic objects more dangerous.
Sure.
And Balder's
okay.
like this is the first time you've seen Balder be serious. Like he's like straight up, actually, legitimately afraid of this thing.
She's just holding the thing that's causing all of Vera's stuff, and it's like, okay, yeah, we can for sure take that one too. Is it gonna have any impact on us, do you think?
I'm not familiar. So
Where do you know this from? You don't exactly seem like the studious type. No
well,
offense.
one, thank you. Two, I
Oh,
hold on, give me a second. I need to make a roll. Why is it a 10? That's like the only number that doesn't help me.
Ripperoni.
In Cypher, 10 is above average.
Is it? Oh, okay, good.
Because it goes 9, 12, and the highest, like the highest target in Cypher is 18. Otherwise, it's impossible.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, he kind of leans on one of the desks, still holding the object, and he just seems to be really in pain, and then goes, I have seen it before. Not it, but back.
No. No, that's fair. I don't love that my parents have it. And she just kind of looks around the rest of the room like, oh great, what okay. Bad people looking for things.
Yeah. So here's a big question. What did you do with the transport damaged thing
I think she
before
left it.
taking the other? Oh, so she left it.
I don't. I think she was like investigating it, but she never like took it out.
Okay.
It's still in my head. If we need to,
Okay.
it might come with us in the end,
Okay.
but not yet.
We are totally just gonna take all of them, aren't we?
I don't
So-
want to
It-
steal.
It's
What?
it's building up to that. I feel like on both of our ends.
Listen, only one of us has a literal inability to resist jumping in, and part of that
Well-
is that she's like,
What's
cool.
funny is that you have that, but also I am what I am. Not beating around the bush a little too much for this, but I am,
a pirate.
a pirate.
Yeah, that's fine. I can hear Evie typing, and it's
Yeah,
stressing me
no,
out.
hold on, wait. God is speaking to me right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Joan, is that you? Joan of Arc? Sybil's just staring.
Yeah.
That's all that's happening.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, we might need to speak to your parents.
No.
No. Okay, hear me out. Hang on.
Oh.
So, no, wait, hold on. No, let me explain. No, wait. Let me explain. Sorry.
No, we're not talking to my parents. We're not talking to my parents in the middle of the night when they haven't seen me for several weeks.
Okay,
Fun.
fair enough. Also, the bad people that I was speaking of may be a little closer than we think.
Define a little closer, Balder.
They have forces in the city that we have already fought.
Talking about the Lancers? The Lancers are run by people who want that. Specifically this.
Well, I imagine they probably want more things. But yes.
Sure.
So I don't know. I feel like if the bad people are looking for the object and your family has the object, it is only a matter of time before bad people and family interact. And I feel like we need to get to that before it becomes a problem. Oh, okay. I'm in. I don't know what it is. I'll take it.
So you know the representatives of the city-state of Alinus, the city-state that is where the Lancers originate, are the ones that sent the plans for potentially making or finding this type of object to
brilliant.
where you had seen it.
Yeah.
And that they have some sort of force in the city, allied to the council member that's in charge of foreign relations, essentially.
Yeah.
You do not specifically know that Uncle Harper keeps sending Sabar and guard type people over to Sybil's house to check on the little sister and to check to see if Sybil is there. But you do know that Sybil's parents are involved with these forces. So in your head, there are two choices. Talk to Sybil's parents to find out if they are allied in some way, or let them know that this is a major danger to have all of these artifacts where Islanus would be able to find them, because you know for a fact that it's not just this artifact that they want. Or take all of the artifacts so that Islanus cannot get them. Those are the only two options in your head right now.
Yeah. I'll say either we talk to your family or we rob them blind. It's one of the two options. We cannot
Those-
let these artifacts fall in the wrong hands.
Those cannot be the only options. Balder.
Do you have a better option?
No,
Exactly.
but I have only just started thinking about it. Hold on.
All right, take your time. It's only just nighttime.
She just kind of like stands there for a couple seconds and goes, "Fuck, I don't.
I have a satchel bag. We can put most of the smaller ones in there.
You're not robbing my this.
Would you?
This is my mom's entire life.
And
She's
then
been doing this.
Okay. Listen, I understand this is important, but we are talking about either your mom's entire work or your family's life potentially. If these people find out that your family has this item and they come and your family isn't willing to part with it, they will do anything to get it.
Oh, fuck, we have to talk to them. I don't know. Sybil looks like visibly nauseous. It's like,
If it helps, I
doesn't.
can freeze your mother in place so that she doesn't say anything.
Balder.
I
Absolutely.
don't know. I don't know what your family situation is. All
I
right.
want to say you're not allowed to do that to my mom, but actually the concept. Okay.
Just for my own curiosity, which mom is Sybil talking about?
The one
Yeah,
that's
because
downstairs.
Balder thinks there's only one mom.
The one that's
still.
downstairs.
Yeah.
The one that she's
Because
friends with.
Orla is the one that's downstairs.
Mhm.
Ada is upstairs.
Ada's asleep, and we're just kind of
Okay.
Balder still doesn't know there's a second mom.
Oh,
Balder's like your mom.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
you do hear Milo talking a little louder than he really should, and Ada going, "What is? It's so late. Why are you so loud?" As he's like talking to her, thanking her for making food for Vera, and even Vera is just like, "Can you come tuck me in?" Trying to keep her away from the library area.
I'm gonna.
The light is still on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off my coat and I'm gonna stuff it into the corner to make it so they can't see the light under the door.
There you go.
Yeah. The moment I hear that there might be an approach, I'll do that and I'm gonna be like, our time is running out. You've got to make up your mind.
no, I don't like doing that.
Do you want me to decide?
No, that's worse somehow.
Okay.
No, it's my family, and I should talk to them. And I love them, but
Sybil.
Balder.
Sybil. Look at me. Hey, look at me.
No.
What? Not in a weird way. Just fucking look at me. I'm trying to talk to you.
She's like looking at the thing. She's like, what? No. What?
You're going to be look. You're going to be all right, and your family's going to be all right. Okay, nothing bad's going to happen to them. If you need time before we talk to your parents, we can take the objects and then return at a different date. You don't have to. You don't have to make the decision is to whether you want to talk to them now or later. Either way, these objects need to move.
I don't know if I can trust my parents anymore. And that's the thing that I can't figure out. I don't know anything.
Can you make other things face with you, like when you go through things?
I've been tried, but we can test it. Can I try it?
Yeah.
She's
What are
still
you trying?
she's still holding the thing that she has not investigated even a little bit. The
Yeah.
thing that's fucking with Vera. And just basically like looks over at the table and is trying to like phase it through the table. Basically, she's gonna like phase her hand and see if she can get them both to go through a table, just as like a test.
So you carry it over, and even before trying, you know it's not going to work.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Because the thing does not go incorporeal with you. You can carry it. You can't pass through it.
Right.
And
Oh.
it doesn't go incorporeal with you.
Okay.
Your clothes do, though. And you remember back in Fukin's study, you couldn't pass through a magical barrier either.
That's very
So it
true.
is entirely possible that you cannot phase magical objects.
Short answer, no.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry for bringing you into this.
What?
I don't know. This is a lot more than I thought we were gonna have to deal with. I thought I was just gonna come and do a wellness check on my sister and my brother and not have to talk to my moms or rob them blind. And I'm sorry that you're a part of all of this.
He takes a second and just shakes his head. He goes, "You don't have to apologize for that. I mean, that's what Chris for. Got a problem. We're working on it together. That's all."
I mean, yeah, things have been not super great between us for a bit, and I understand if you're like mad at me for leaving without telling you and then doing all of this and dragging you into another thing. And also the kidnapping was kind of rough, but like in my defense, you could have left at any point by this point. Like that doesn't seem like something that I should actually be responsible for at this point, although it really was she's just babbling.
I wasn't angry that you left us. I was worried that you might get into danger and not have someone there to protect you. And also, I think the kidnapping thing is just a joke. I don't actually mind. He kind of leans against the door and just goes, I've trust me, I have been kidnapped worse before.
Yeah, it sounds.
It's a long story.
Yeah, and we should probably talk more instead of just constantly be dying. And
Yeah, that would be nice.
it would be really nice if
Yeah.
we could
Once we get out of here, remind me to tell you about my family. I feel like
Yeah.
your family and my family might have a little bit more in common than you think.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll take your word for it. I don't feel like my family's necessarily special, but they're a lot.
I know the feeling. Also, since we're on the apology train, or boat, because I don't know what a train is.
I've made an invention right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's a long missile thing. It's like an arrow, but for the ground.
It's a boat, but with wheels.
What are wheels? I know what wheels are.
I would hope so. Anyway.
While we're on the topic, I have been a little bit harsh on you, and I also am sorry about that. I have been. It's been a stressful couple of decades.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I've never been kidnapped, contrary to popular belief. But so maybe you've had it a little bit harder. But
I mean, it's not a competition. You've had your own share of troubles. No need to diminish those.
She juggles the thing over, so she's got a free hand and just sticks out a hand. It's like, can we truce?
Yeah, and he reaches out and shakes her hand.
Is it the hand or is it the tentacle?
It is the hand. He makes a point to make it the hand because he knows she doesn't like the tentacle.
Sorry.
It's fine. We all have our prejudices.
Sorry, if you were gonna shake someone's hand and they came up to you and it was just like, I have just I've covered my hand in jelly. It's very wet and sticky now.
It is not sticky.
We've had this conversation
it is not
before.
sticky or covered in a goo of any kind. It is just a tentacle.
It's I don't secrete anything yet.
Yeah, it is a tentacle. It is not a proboscis.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Baldur. I don't know what shit he's gonna get.
I hope not that. They shake on it.
Yeah. Like,
like-
ready to face your family then? Or are we
Not
sneaking
at
out?
all, but I do. Oh, think it's time.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
do you have enough space in your bag for this thing?
Do I have enough space in my bag for this thing?
The Vera's thing?
Yeah, it'll be a tight fit because you've got your other stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could be able to.
I
like,
can leave a
even-
couple of bottles of rum behind to make more space for other objects we might be considering stealing. I mean, borrowing.
No, you mean stealing.
I do.
Do you put the bottle in the,
In the case.
artifact case?
Yes, I'll do the Indiana
That'd be
Jones of
hilarious.
taking one object and putting another one in its place.
Well,
What?
It's hilarious.
It's a
not-
treasure. That's good rum. Well, that's actually not rum. That's more like a spirit, but still, it's good. It's good drink. Sounds like, from what you've told me, sounds like your mother might need some.
mothers, both of them.
Oh, well, it's like a polyamory thing. Not judging, just curious.
No, I have moms. My moms. I have 2.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, maybe they'll get a ladies' night at some point with the alcohol. I
They
start
have
bagging. I
never
start bagging
explained to
magic
you-
items.
Yeah,
You
they,
get
they have
older.
never explained to
Oh,
you how
taking it.
they had you. You are the oldest, and
That's
each
just
of them
the
have
thing.
been pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baldur at this point, his working theory is that they're just a lesbian couple, and there's like a deadbeat dad somewhere that is either dead or is like forgotten about. But he doesn't want to pry because it's like whatever.
No, my thought to it is, you know how in She-Ra how there's just like canon they just like this is just how it works. Magic. I don't know.
There is
do
actually there is actually a canon, like, in-world reason for
Mhm.
them being able to have children, and it does not involve someone with assigned male at birth anatomy.
A penis.
Yeah, like it does
Understandable.
not involve that.
Baldur doesn't fucking know that.
I don't think Sybil's ever
Sybil
thought
doesn't
about
know.
it.
Yeah,
Sybil's just
Sybil
like,
does
these are
not
my
know.
moms.
So
I don't
I'm
know,
not
man.
gonna. Yeah, Sybil does not know.
I feel like
so
that's
I
a
am not
topic
going to
Sybil
bother
wouldn't
to
dig into.
explain that. Like, it is not relevant to the moment.
How
Yes,
did
they're-
my
like,
mother
they are.
have
Yeah,
me?
you
How
are
did they
like
concept
full.
me?
Yeah, you guys are all full siblings, and
Yeah.
you have no idea how it worked, but it did.
I can
Fast.
guarantee you, Sybil has never, despite the fact that she has thought about so many things too much, this
Mhm.
has never once crossed her mind. She's
You
like,
know,
yeah,
that's fair.
it's just a thing.
Yeah, it's just how it works for you.
Yeah, obviously.
And
Uh,
and you've seen other people around Eisenbridge that also come from same-sex parents. So it's a thing that happens. You just have no idea how.
I haven't had the
Mhm.
talk yet.
You haven't gone through the
When a
intricacies.
bird and another bird
of-
love each other very much.
When a bird and another bird.
Oh, well, it would
and
technically be
they're-
two
Yeah,
flowers.
you
Full of
haven't got. Yeah,
magic.
you haven't got. You know what? You would know what intimate relations are. You do not know
This is so.
necessarily.
Wait,
I am so
What
happy
you
this
did
part
here.
of Sybil's lore is being explored right
Yeah,
now.
you don't know necessarily how they managed to achieve it, because
I
it's
would
not
hope
been a
not. They're
concern.
my moms.
Yeah, it's not been a
Ew.
concern of yours. They're your moms, and it's a little icky to
Amazing.
think about. You don't want to know, so you never tried to figure it out.
I think the thought came up one time and she immediately was like, that's gonna go
Yep.
into a box and never
Yep.
ever come out again. We are
Yeah.
never thinking about it.
Speaking of
Yeah,
boxes,
it's not like you want to have kids, at least right now. So
Ugh.
I don't know. I don't know if the world is ready for Sybil as a parent.
at the moment, like, imagine
A child
adventure right
bride?
now. Yeah,
Ugh.
imagine your adventure right now with
She's
a
not
little
a
baby
child.
Sybil.
She's not a child. She's like 19, but okay. You
What?
cannot listen. At the very least, while they are here, they are under like council protection. This is my family's
Right.
house. Don't
Okay.
laugh at that, God. God, don't laugh at me.
Continue. Do your thing. Do
You're
your thing.
scaring me, the Lord. Okay.
Right, yeah. So,
If they're with us, it's
Yeah.
just us. And I
Right.
can't really protect all of us. I can't protect
mhm.
you if we get found with a whole bunch of things that we actually did steal from my family. At
Well,
least here,
are
if
we
we
not
tell
going to
them,
talk to them?
we are going to talk to them.
Then they'll know we're taking them.
No, we're not. We can't be trusted with those as any more than they can.
Would you rather these things explode around your siblings? Just how volatile these things are. Remember, you did kill Jax with one of these.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder, Baldur. We
You're
did
welcome.
say that we were going to have a truce, and
You
that
know,
felt pretty cool.
that is valid. I am sorry. Well, it was pertinent
accept your
information
apology,
to
and
remind
I
you of that
forgive
it
you.
was necessary because it was
It's
there's
not
danger.
necessary. I was there. I did the thing.
All right, that's fair. Sorry, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, okay, we're fine. We can't steal these things.
Well, it's only stealing until they know, and then we're just borrowing them for their safety.
Let's talk to them first. If we can convince them that these things are dangerous and they need to go somewhere where they can be protected, then they can keep them. Otherwise, you can freeze my moms and we can take them with us. How about that?
So we will talk to them, and if they agree that these things are dangerous, we're going to leave these items with them.
I've trusted the council my entire life, and I don't really know how to not do that, but I know that they're not trustworthy, so I kind of keep defaulting back to the fact that, like, Sabar has the resources to make sure these things don't fall into bad hands, and we don't.
Isn't that the person that you guys betrayed? That almost killed Jax?
Yes. Which means that she would be an excellent person to leave all of these things with. We clearly can't beat her.
Well, the plan isn't to just keep these on our person. I'll keep the amplifier. But I mean, like, take them down to the fucking great ball of light place and put them there for safekeeping. If it blows up, at least it's on the ground.
What is the Great Ball of Light place?
Your great ancestor.
I was like, where the fuck is that? I don't.
Because he's a giant ball of light.
Because he's a giant ball of light. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like having this many things, and not all of them are going to be dangerous. And also, this is.
I know that.
My mom has been working on this for years and years, like since before I was born. And to take all of this from her, she's not going to agree with it, and she's not going to understand.
Only one way to find out.
I guess.
Again, we don't have to talk to them, but the items have to go. It's not for your family.
I don't think Baldur. No, I'm Sybil, not Baldur. I don't think Sybil says anything. She just kind of like reaching forward opens the door, like
I am
like with the light on.
I am in the middle of the door, but as soon as I see Sybil I'm moving. I'm scuttling out of the way. Crab walking,
that's a great
if you will.
place for us to take a quick break.
Okay.
Because I at least need a bio break.
Yeah.
But we will be back shortly with the encounter of the mom.
We are gonna fight Sybil's family.
LOL. I'm having a horrible time.
We'll be right back. they have previously been discussing and looking around and stuff in the collections room of the Keenly house,
Mhm.
Sybil's home, and have decided to confront, talk to, whatever,
And
at
Rob.
least one of the moms, regarding the collection of magical artifacts that may be dangerous just to have, but also may be
Mhm.
the target of a bad guy type power that Balder was somewhat vague with when describing to Sybil. Just
What?
where the Lancers come from is
I
the
gave
general description
relevant
that you gave.
information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we open back up on literally Sybil opening the door out into the library, which is currently empty because your mom is tucking your little sister in.
Oh, what are you doing?
Are they upstairs already?
Yeah.
Great.
What are
You,
you
you
doing?
heard them, had that little panicked
Yeah.
discussion moment, and you didn't hear anyone enter the room. So theoretically speaking, they are upstairs.
Real quick. I really need to check on this thing. I need to investigate this object of Vera's before we talk to them.
Okay.
She like goes back over because I think it's in Baldur's bag at this point and just like starts trying to rifle through your bag.
Well, hang on. There's a system.
Hold on.
Hold on. There's a system.
I just need to check on this thing. Hold on.
I reach in and take it out with my. There's like there's an organization to the bag, and he hands it to you.
You just don't want me to see all of the other things that you've taken when I wasn't looking.
Oh, just look around. I've taken all of the magic items.
And not take all. We're okay. I want to investigate this little guy.
Okay.
That
Give me your
is
roll. You know what the difficulty is.
15.
15.
Oh, you use your
Not-
E's. Let me mark it down. I'm marking these so I don't forget.
I did.
Yeah, so you are
What
not
can I
quite sure
do?
what it is.
What can I? Great.
You can try again, but you would have to put like 2 levels of effort because the more you try, the harder it is.
Remind me, if I use effort, can I apply edge to no?
Yes, you can
Yes.
take effort is points from whatever
Yes.
attribute. So edge reduces the number of points you have to spend in an action. You are investigating, that is what your action
So
is,
if I have-
so it would reduce the edge.
If I have
Or
2
it would
edge
reduce the effort.
in
So,
intellect.
yeah. The first level of effort costs 3 points. The second
it.
level of effort costs 2 points. So like you can do more than 1 level of effort.
Sure.
Like you spend 3 points for 1 level of effort and it reduces it by 1.
Oh,
You
it's cumulative.
spend
Got it.
Yeah, you spend 2 points or 2
So
additional points after that to reduce it
Got
by another 1.
Okay. So that's
Your magic training reduces it back to a 7 difficulty, but you are now having to put effort on to make it like feasible because every time you try something, it gets more difficult by 1
Sure.
step.
I could do it.
No, I want to figure it out.
Okay. I could help.
Help how?
Yeah, help how?
Well, Balder is an intelligent individual, as much as everybody disagrees with that. So
This is true.
Hmm.
You have a high intellect. What's up?
I'm sure Balder could figure out at least some of the more, not necessarily the magical side of things, but the practical, technical side of things. I'm sure he could help figure that out.
I think what that looks like is she fails the first one and she's like, just can you be quiet for 1 second? And they're both just like huddled over this thing, just like, hold on, I need to figure out what this is before we go upstairs. I'm putting effort on this. I'm gonna try again. That's a 19. That's a 19.
Perfect. Because that effort brought it down to a 6. So you needed an 18 or better. 19 is a minor effect. So you didn't recognize this at first. You weren't sure what it is. But just through like messing with it and trying to turn it around and figure out what it is, what it does, you start to notice a pattern in the
Scott
panels because they are
Dunkles.
made of different things. And you're able to kind of wiggle one that initially just kind of seemed loose. And
Oh,
you can tell that it is, of course, indeed an artifact. It is undamaged.
Love it.
It seems
Mm.
to be a storage device
oh no.
because as you wiggled the panel and adjusted it, something fell out.
Reach down, pick it up.
It is an absolutely pristine book made from materials that you do not recognize. The pages are thin and smooth like silk,
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and
Mm-mm.
the the like binding isn't leather. You're not quite sure what it is,
Mm-mm.
but it is just pristine. You saw books similar to this in Vukan's study.
Mm.
Um, you didn't get a
Okay.
chance to look at a lot of them.
Sure.
They were definitely older. They had uh, been exposed to more time, essentially, um, but they were still in fairly good condition. Uh, But it's a book that was stored in there, much larger than the panel that you messed with,
Got it.
that fell
Uh,
out.
are there any panels that are like gone or like have
No,
been
it is undamaged.
not like gone, but like can I tell if anything else has been like removed from it without opening everything else? Great.
Can I have a look at that book?
Yeah,
Real.
just don't touch it with your weird tentacle hand.
I have to. And I'm gonna take it in my human hand and open it with my tentacle.
Oh, fine, it's okay.
I want to do just a general check of what the fuck this is, the book specifically.
There's
I
writing.
still have a lore potion
Is it?
in my
Can I?
bag.
Can I read what it says? Is it a
No,
language that I understand?
it is not a language that you understand.
Is it
It
a
is
language
not
I
spoken.
recognize?
Nope, it is not a spoken
Damn.
language. So babble the way that speakers
Yeah,
would
yeah, 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 yeah.
wouldn't necessarily work on it. You would actually need a potion of babble.
Ah,
I still have that lore potion thing, but I don't. Now is not the time for that.
I can't read this.
No, no, me neither. Sorry, I forgot. We're trying to be nice to each other. Um,
But you do know I am.
I'm trying. I know.
I
I'm sorry.
I have worldly knowledge. You know, I've
Okay.
traveled.
You
What
hear
is that?
footsteps.
I bag the object and the book.
Just take it. Be careful with that, please.
I'm careful.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I'm gonna go upstairs, I guess. I need
Let's
to.
go.
I'm gonna talk to Vera and my little.
Seriously, Mom, and this is Milo's voice. Seriously, Mom, I know you want me to kind of let her sleep if she can sleep, but she came out to ask for dinner. It wasn't that big of a deal. I think that she is getting better and that you should totally sleep in your own room tonight. And they turn the corner into the library. He is like right behind her, trying desperately to get her to not go through. And there's just this look of
Mm-hmm.
momentary stunt on Ada's face. Um, she is a little taller. She are a little taller than Sybil. Um, that same kind of same complexion, and you can see a similar nose. You can see where a lot of the physical similarities are, but like their hair is much darker. And something is familiar to you, Balder, about the eyes, even though you've never seen them before. Um,
Mm, okay.
Sybil, it's
Come on.
exactly what you would expect. They don't seem to have changed at all. They just look at you. And there's just momentary stun. Like they can't really believe that it's happening because it's the middle of the night. But light is shining through into the room from this collections room that you were just in. So
Mhm.
you didn't dismiss the illusion.
Nope.
And then they rush forward and envelop you in a hug.
Oh,
You're okay.
hi, Mom.
Oh, thank everything. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm. Hi,
They
Mom.
like they like push back and like hold your face and like look at your hair and they're just like, are you okay?
I'm
Like,
fine.
how did you get away?
No, from what? From who?
Those those people that Harper said you had kidnapped you, they abducted you.
They
Um,
did not. Those people are
and
okay.
like they're petting your hair a little bit and
Okay.
they like kind of feel the prismatic portion that has gone a little white and prismatic colored and they like check you over. You look like you haven't gotten enough sleep.
Uh,
Are
I,
you okay?
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I, I, I'm, s- hmm. I'm okay. Please don't tell Mom. I need to.
This isn't like when I would let you read my notes over my shoulder or take you out to see the digs that we were doing. You've been missing for weeks.
I wasn't missing. I just didn't tell you where I was. I was fine. I wasn't abducted. Those people are my friends. And I told Harper that they were my friends, and he still went behind my back and told I am okay. Great, actually. Much better than I was before. And I just would really appreciate it. I just need to tell you some stuff. I came back because Milo said that Vera, something was wrong with her, and I needed to check on her. I didn't. I think.
Milo said? And they look over their shoulder at him. They're just
Uh,
like,
no,
not in
no,
person, not in
no.
person. We, it was not in person.
I
I
sent
sent a
a note.
message.
We both
Sent a
sent
message.
a message. I asked him not to tell you. Um, so that's my fault.
We will be discussing this later, young man.
No,
Quick question. Is there like a sofa or something in this library? I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
also just chilling.
there's a throw blanket
Okay,
across it because that's where Ada had been sleeping.
cool. Balder will just scoot it out of the way and then just put the bag of magic items on the ground, lean back and cross his grab leg over his normal leg and just
They
watch.
are so focused on Sybil that they have not seemed to notice that you are there.
Yeah.
I mean, like they recognize that another person is in the room, but they're so
Hmm.
focused on Sybil that they
Yeah.
have not taken any real stock of you.
I'm gonna fiddle with my crab leg, and he'll eventually, while this is happening, he'll figure out that he can turn it into a peg leg at this point.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
okay, sounds
But
good. Sounds good.
he's just enjoying the show. This is so much fun for him.
Incredibly bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's really not his fault. It's I'm okay. Okay. I am okay. I'm doing some work that's a little bit different now, and I have learned some stuff that I think I need to talk with you guys about. I think you I don't think Harper is who he says he is. And I think that there's a good chance that you and the rest of the family are in a not insignificant amount of danger. I know. Just like hear me out for 2 seconds, okay? Just um I you know all the weird stuff that's been going on in the city about magic coming back. She's like trying to gauge her mom's reaction.
Intellect roll.
Give me the
Oh,
green one.
shit. My left bends that way. Did you know it? That's cool. Didn't have that dream before.
That was a
This is
6.
Balder
That was a
mumbling to
6.
himself.
Yeah, I got a
So
6.
like as you say that and you like pause to kind of gauge their reaction, they're briefly distracted by a crab-legged tentacled man on their couch. Looks over at Balder
I could turn into a peg leg. What?
and then looks at you.
My friend, we're friends. He's normal most of the time.
By normal, do you mean an after effect, as I am currently seeing? Or do you mean that he
After.
was previously entirely human?
I mean, he's definitely human. He's always been human.
Those are not human limbs. He is
No, but he's still a human.
partially human.
He's still a human.
Milo, look, it turns into a peg leg.
Species-wise, not individualized.
Mom, you can't just call my friend not a human. That's not a
He's a person. He's only partially human.
Okay, this is why
This
I
is
didn't
wrong. Can I walk
want
with
to
this?
talk to you guys. You're not gonna understand.
If what I think is happening, you need to understand.
What do you
that
think
not-
is happening?
Not all people are humans, and you cannot be prejudiced against them just because they are not human.
I
Because
don't.
you will eventually encounter people that are not human at all.
What do you think means not human?
They are not human. Like, they gesture to themselves and then they gesture to Balder.
This is when Balder notices that he's the topic conversation, and he's just like, "What?
Right now, he looks like a human with after effects.
What is an after? What do you think is going on?
It's not something that you need to be concerned about.
Are you sure?
It's not something that you need to be concerned about. It's not something that you or Milo or anyone should have ever become involved with in this family. I left it for a reason. What have you been doing?
Things that make it pretty much something that I should know about. Do you want to see what I've been up to?
Yes, I also want to make sure that you're safe.
I'm safe. I told you I'm safe, Mom. You can't. Can you please just trust me when I say that I am okay?
I left that life to keep all of you safe.
Well, you didn't do a very good job. And she goes incorporeal.
Oh. Oh. Oh, hold on. My mom is asking me if I'm okay. IRL.
Incredible timing.
Moms.
Mom's
Yeah.
the hero of the day.
Yeah. She's going to reach forward
She's not moving.
and press a hand against where your shoulder would be. And
Sorry, mothers, IRL or fictional, are exactly the same.
Yeah, I would like you to
She
make
started
an
trying to tell me
intellect
about her
defense.
job.
Intellect defense.
She was like, "Oh, my job." It's like, "Mom, I'm busy. Excuse me."
Mama, I got a nat 20.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Major effect. Would you like your major effect to be knowing what she was doing, or the effect mirroring back on her.
Uno reverse card.
I think,
Or-
yeah,
Do you want it
Uno
to be
reverse.
like, you want a reverse?
Yeah.
She, like, you see her hand. I left that life to protect all of you.
You just said that. Balder, you heard her, right?
I did.
Realizes after you said that and you're like conversing with Balder, when did you? And then reaches forward to touch you again.
What is happening?
Do you try to dodge out of the way?
No.
Or, okay, make another intellect defense test.
Give me another nat 20, bitch. That's a 12. I did get excited for a second.
You feel her attempt something. It almost feels like when you had interacted with the ball of light that is Fukin, like the magical effect that like interacts with your being. You don't know what it would be because meets it beats it.
Great.
Am I noticing this attempt at the arcane?
You noticed Mom Ada reach forward to try and touch Sybil.
Mm-hmm.
Sybil resisted in some fashion. You do not know how, because it was all like incorporeal, like non-visible stuff.
Yeah, magic
And then
shenanigans.
in an exact path from where her hand had been, she reset and I repeated the exact same line, and then realized that Sybil is somehow suddenly not corporeal, and made another attempt.
Fascinating.
You don't know what she's trying to do, though, because as far as you can tell, she's just attempting to kind of touch incorporeal Sybil's shoulder, and nothing is happening.
I see.
I am okay. And also, I can do this now.
You see.
Ta-da!
Milo, go upstairs.
No, Milo, you should stay maybe. Please. I feel like I need witnesses for this.
Your brother is too young for these discussions. You're too young for these discussions.
I don't really get a
Milo,
choice,
please
do
go
I?
upstairs.
Milo, please tell Vera that I'll be up there in just a second.
So are you not trying to convince Milo to stay?
Milo can. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Okay. So yeah,
I've already done that.
He looks really pissed off.
I-
Really pissed off. And then like shuffles up the stairs, tries not to stop so that he doesn't wake Mama Orla.
Please.
Oh,
Please
thank
and
you, Milo.
Thank you, Milo.
Yeah. And then goes, as far as you can tell, up to Vera's room. I have my suspicions based off of everything happening in the city. This is not one of the outcomes that I expected for you. How long have you been able to?
Just this. Little bit more recently. The other stuff a little bit longer.
What other stuff can you do, Sybil?
It depends how much you're gonna ground me for it. I'll tell you if you don't tell Mom.
Oh. Do my best. We aren't exactly speaking at the moment.
What's wrong?
Ooh, drama.
Balder!
Sorry.
This is my life. This is my family.
Would you care to introduce me to your
Uh,
friend before I reveal further
uh,
private family information?
Balder, Mom,
Hello, Mom.
Balder. Um, he's my friend. We met a couple weeks ago. After things started getting weird. Um, yeah, he's one of my friends. The other ones, I'm sure Harper has told you about under false pretexts.
Well, Balder, I'm Ada Keenly. You may call me Ada.
Will do.
I was upset at how your mother and the council is handling the situation, and your mother is upset that I knew it was coming.
How long did you know it was coming for? You couldn't have given me a heads up or something.
I didn't know if it was our generation.
But you knew.
Within the next couple, yes. It could have been your kids or the ones after, just as easily as it could have been ours.
You still could have told us.
The difference of a couple of decades is...
I've been able to do weird stuff since I was little, and I have kept that from you guys for a long, like little things, you know, not like big stuff, but like
most people can't. But most people can't. So how was I to know that it's our generation? It's better to have a calm and mundane life if you can, instead of worrying or anticipating that the awakening will happen in our generation or the next or the next.
it has a name. The Awakening?
Yes.
I was thinking more of a rising, really, but I guess that works.
My great grandfather of however many generations foresaw it as an awakening.
You mean Buchan?
How do you know that name?
Because I've met him.
That shouldn't be possible, but
Shouldn't.
considering what he was supposed to have been able to do.
He was the Archmage. Yeah?
The primary, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I went into the tunnels with my friends. And we found some stuff that belonged to him. And he told us some stuff. Told us a lot of stuff. You look really angry right now, so I'm gonna maybe I should tell you about the dangerous stuff that because this seems I don't love anything that's happening right now, and I would love to just
It's just, I don't like you being in danger, and all of that, everything.
just everybody thinks that I can't hold my own. I am fine.
It's not that you can't handle yourself, but some things no one can handle. Did you see what happened to the academy? Are you trying to blame some bomb?
I saw some of it. Also, we kind of no, because that was after, right, Balder? Like that happened, and then what we buy.
I wasn't with you when the academy stuff happened.
No, but that was right before the stuff with Gem.
I I believe
Who?
the depends actually.
What?
Well, hasn't there been
Did
two
you say
things that happened?
died?
Yeah.
Did you say died?
Did he say died? Sorry, I wasn't.
Did you say died?
Did I?
You said, did you say died?
I
You said
didn't.
died.
I didn't hear the word die. I'm going to lie.
I didn't. I
Out of
didn't.
character, you did actually say it before.
No,
we
yeah,
got
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no. He's being. He's being.
No, he's alive.
He's fine. We're
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine. Again, we're
No,
fine. Everything's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hi. I'm so sorry.
If anything, Sybil's. Never mind.
Yeah. Please stop. Please.
Yeah, no, I stopped.
I. 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 I didn't know how to tell either of you what was going on, and I am really actually very sorry. I don't know how much time that we actually have. Your studies, your research. Balder thinks that some very dangerous people are interested in them, the artifacts, and that they might be
Right.
on their way to come collect them.
Who would care about old mage era items?
Oh, just about anybody who wants to amass either power or wealth.
They wouldn't even work anymore. They've
They
been
Well, remember that awakening you
they've
mentioned?
been
It's not just people that are awakening.
it's not.
Obviously that's what happened at Harper's school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But these should be in a. We found they're. I've been testing them every day. They should be in a.
But they're not. And she's gonna like motion for Balder and be like, Vera's thing, please.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm reaching into the bag and it just rattles with shit. And I pull out the one item and
please,
hand it to her.
it's okay. I know. I'm so sorry. So it's Vera's thing. Vera gets to tell you what's wrong, but Vera's like me. Not in the way that she can't like go like ghosty, but Vera's also affected. Please just, it's okay. I am so sorry. So it has something to do with this though. And this one is not inert. And she's gonna try and just pick one of these like seams and see if she can like open it at random.
Intellect check.
This is such a bad idea.
It is easier than it was before because you've done it.
The 17?
Very good. You manage to like maneuver one of the panels that had seemed fairly sturdy before in just the right way that you kind of tilt it in a way that it shouldn't have been able to move, and it shifts and another book falls out.
Ta-da!
This one is a little thinner, but you've got another book.
She just like picks it up and kind of flips through a little bit and just
Balder's stretching his hand out to try to take it and say,
I was gonna try and hand it to I'm gonna hand it to Mom and hand the actual.
It had a cookbook inside?
What's up with that? It's a cookbook. I can't.
And like just they tilt it down and it's that same ancient writing.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, she can read that.
This
They can read that.
Well, what is
why would they have a cookbook inside? How did that even oh god, they might all be.
Yeah.
Or not oh god, but oh dear. Oh dear, they might all be
Vera's thing. Something happened with her, and it involves this artifact and something that only she can see. And so I'm gonna do some tests and see if maybe getting her away from it helps a little bit with the nightmares she's been having. Um, I, I, yeah, I don't really. That's not the one that they're coming for, but that's. Please say something.
I don't want you near these things any more than I want the rest of our family near them. Leave the broken ones.
Broken ones are almost more dangerous, to be fair. But
Yes, which is why I don't want you to take them.
I don't want
I
you guys to be around them.
I will hide them somewhere well away from here tomorrow morning. I promise. I will hide them. But don't take something that is going to explode and can take out entire buildings with no.
To be fair, I would probably be fine.
It's true.
We kind of already went through. I don't want to stress you out.
Ma'am,
No.
Miss
No.
Sybil, ma'am, may I ask you?
Ada.
May I?
My name is Ada.
Her name's
Yes.
Right, yeah, my bad. Hello. The reason I know you have no reason to trust me since you have no clue who I am.
I am trusting you because Sybil has brought you into a home, and I would
Yeah.
hope that my daughter knows better than to bring someone that is a danger. Or at least would signal to me in some fashion that I need to find a way to get rid of you.
Oh, it's all right.
No, we're okay. We're okay. Promise.
We know somewhere that is safer than anywhere you can potentially choose to store these items.
Is it actually? Is it actually safer? It's.
I believe so. It's a place with actual magic in it.
I mean, yeah, but if it goes off there, then it's like it's under everything, and then it.
Right, but doesn't yeah, but we could get him to help.
You took out a whole city block, though. If that thing goes off underneath everything, you're gonna.
Okay. Do you
I mean, we could
There
let
is
her
no
take it
better
out of the
place.
city.
There's no better place than that place. Because even if it's somewhere on the surface, that's going to take out people if it blows up. The goal is to not have it blow up. And if it's not going to blow up, that's the best place.
We don't even know if it's going to blow up. We don't know what any of these things do right now, except
she
can at least read this stuff. Sorry.
I need you to read this out loud for me eventually at some point, ma'am, please.
You're not just coming to ask. You gotta.
Oh, the letters.
Here in the
right, yeah. The cookbook.
Want me to read? Opens it up to a random page and starts reading a super simple recipe for a type of stuffed bread that you haven't had before.
Nice.
A couple of the ingredients you don't recognize, but yeah, it seems like a simple stuffed bread recipe. Stuffed rolls.
Hang on. Do you see common? I don't know what the in canon name for English is, but
no.
The
entire organization has been studying, researching, passing down like self-taught reading of this.
Father, I told you this is her life's work.
So you are translating what you're reading, is what you're saying?
I'm an archaeologist, of course.
Okay. Do you know how to speak the language that you are reading?
Yes.
I see what you're doing here.
The reason I ask is just so I don't come off as any more of a weird person. I can learn languages through hearing languages.
So can my wife.
I start speaking in the sea serpent language.
That's disturbing.
Yeah,
But
this is
I'm not talking
I
about it
didn't know
like,
that the human throat could do that. Because some of the noises that you can make, or
yeah.
that you are making,
Mm-hmm.
you are making significantly more accurately than you had prior to the gills developing.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
Because
the
your
reason
vocal cords changed with it.
oopsies.
so that's why I'm asking, because if you're able to read that in its original language, not translating it, reading it in the original language, that could actually be very useful to us if we ever come across somebody or something that only speaks in that tongue.
Perhaps another night when we aren't discussing the safety and well-being of my
Right,
entire
yeah.
family.
I just assumed since you guys was like big science persons, this would be interesting to you. My bad.
It is very interesting. It's how I taught Orla to read these items.
She'll be safe. If that helps.
I love my life very dearly. But she will not understand having to get rid of these items. I trust you, Sybil, I do. Even if you chose to avoid us instead of speaking to us, or even just letting us know where you were, which was very inconsiderate of you, but that is not something that we are discussing at the moment.
Balder's nodding.
Please just... I don't know if I can handle the knowledge that you disappear again with things that can kill you, that I let you take. Please let me handle them. I will end up spending until you show up again worrying that you died because of something that I allowed.
I'm not gonna die. I'm probably the only person that things can't actually hit me. I'm listen, I don't want you. You're my mom. I know, I get it. You're gonna be scared about anything that happens to me, but I have already been in a yeah.
Have you noticed that your powers are affected by magic? Or aren't affected by magic? However, it is that you have experimented with it, because I trust that you have some measure of scientific curiosity to it. You are my daughter.
She just like
Carried
pulls
you
out
for 9 months. I know that you would have.
I don't have to be gross about it. She like pulls out a couple of her notebooks and she's like, "Yeah, obviously, I'm taking notes. I'm."
So you don't think that a magical explosion is a danger to you?
No, because it hasn't been. Because I've been through one already, and I was okay. I don't want you to.
I'm sorry, but please.
Balder, your turn.
All right. Ma'am? I'm going to be very honest with you here, all right?
No. I know it's coming.
They are right now, what you're leveraging is the life of one of your daughter versus the life of the rest of your family. If you leave these objects and they explode, Milo and
Vera,
they will die. If Sybil and I take the items and they explode, Sybil might die.
probably won't.
And probably won't, because frankly, last time something happened of this nature, the one that died didn't actually stay dead, and it wasn't Sybil.
It's okay.
Sybil was actually unscathed. That's when I got my crab leg.
I'm the only one that was unscathed, which I'm kind of still bitter about.
Well, no,
Oh.
don't tell your mother that. That's how you make. I didn't get hurt. Yeah, no.
I
Be
know,
happy
but everybody
about
else
it.
has these cool little
Someone, are
things.
you trying to convince or are you trying to enthrall?
No, I'm just talking at this point.
Okay. Make a social interaction roll, please.
Yep, I have pleasant social interactions and persuasion skills. I don't know if this
Alright.
helps.
So persuasion would apply because this is a kind of a
This isn't
convincing
very
argument
pleasant. Yeah.
This is
rather
not a
than
pleasant.
trying to appear as
Um,
a kind individual. It is
What is the
dropped
difference?
from a 5 to a 4, so you're still shooting for a 12 because she
So
does
if I lower
not.
that
They
one,
don't want to let you go.
I can't. Okay, I cannot make this. Then I have rolled a 5 on the dice. Oh wait,
Okay.
did I use my ciphers? I don't remember if I did.
You hoard those things, so you've probably got at least one left.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my cipher.
Which you
then.
guys need to start like keeping
I
track of
forget
them on
about
your
them.
sheet.
I do have it on there. I
On
just
your
forget.
sheet or on a note somewhere. You guys need
Okay,
to start tracking them.
I'm gonna put 2 levels of effort into this because I can.
Okay.
I have an edge of 3 on my intellect. I don't know how. I don't know
so
how it
you're
maths
spending
out.
2 points for the second level then, because the first level of effort is free.
Okay, so I'm down to 14 then.
Okay.
And then that would bring the difficulty back down to 9, correct?
So
Or is it?
yeah, so your training and persuasion dropped it
Yeah.
to a 3, to a 4. The first level of effort would bring it to
Oh,
3, and
I'm
then the
sorry.
second level of effort would be
I have a 10, so I only need to lower it by 1 effort.
okay.
Which
So you
is
don't
free.
need to spend. Yeah, you don't need to spend the points then.
Yeah, because I rolled a 10 on the second cipher, or on the cipher. Yay! I'm so glad I took that 1 level of 1 edge just now.
I don't. I don't mean to disregard your own life, but she is my daughter.
Aye.
You can take them. But she has to leave separate from you.
Deal. I
just-
stand
I
up
can't-
and just take the bag and put it over my
Father!
I
shoulder.
can't.
What?
I cannot in good conscience let you carry these out of here, Sybil.
We're gonna meet back up outside.
Meet up with him again later. Just stay for a little while. Let him
No.
take them wherever he wants to take them. And please, I can't. I can't be the one to put you in danger like this.
You're not putting me in danger. I am a whole person. I'm a whole adult person, and I am choosing this. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean that I can't do it.
Well, I'm still your mother. One of them.
Harper is lying to both of you.
Harper will get what's coming to him. He's
It's a lightning bolt of Davis.
he is a small man, sick with his own power. I understand that.
But
That's not where my concern is. I have no problem taking them out of the house. I have no problem finding a way to destroy them. I have a problem with my daughter being the one to take something so volatile out. Let whoever this friend of yours is go and hide them wherever it is that he thinks they're going to be safe. But meet up with him later. Stay for a little while. Talk to your sister if she's for some reason talking to you. I can't let you leave with them in your possession. Just let your friend take them, or let me take them. He take them and go, Balder, sir.
Aye.
Father, don't.
But
I head towards the door. I'm peg legging because I learned that I can do this, and now I'm learning how to peg leg.
Please don't.
Sybil,
I don't remember.
well, there are 2 guards outside. I'll let them know where I'm headed. Once you leave, you can talk to them. Trust. Okay, ma'am, I would like to warn you. This is important. Lancers are not to be trusted, nor are the people behind them. And if it helps put a name to who the danger is, keep an eye out for the De Leon family. They are not to be trusted. Not a single one of them. That's
Okay.
De Leon.
Thank you
For your notes.
for
D-E
my note.
space L-E-O-N.
Aren't they some sort of trading family out in the middle of the ocean or something? They
Right.
don't even import from that far away.
Do you think they don't have the reach for it? Believe me.
No.
Oh, you underestimate your circumstances then. I'll be seeing myself out. See you later, Sybil. And I head out the door.
Baldur,
I just
Baldur, please don't. Please don't.
You go and grab like all of the items in there,
I grab the rest if there's any, yeah.
or okay. So
I say
like
if there's any,
all of the
'cause
damaged ones and all of the undamaged
Should
ones.
leave the
Exactly.
cool one that I
I
want.
don't leave any of them.
No,
behind.
leave the fun one, the one that I was looking at the beginning. I
Oh,
want that one.
the oblong one.
Yeah.
I think at most I'll be passing by Sybil, and then I'll just give it to her physically at most. But I'm not gonna. I don't think Baldur would do that. I think Baldur is going to take any opportunity to get rid of all of it, since he's been given the go ahead.
I want that one. So
It won't all fit in your bag.
It's okay.
How
I
are
don't
you
need to hide
carrying
them.
them?
I don't need to
No,
hide.
how are you carrying them? Because it's like
this is
You've
so
got-
stupid.
Mom, do
you've
you have?
got about
Oh, wait.
like 11 items each
Yeah.
that are like this size.
You look like
or
the
larger.
most robbable person in this
I
city.
will.
Baldur.
I will take her blanket from the sofa where I was sitting,
You can't just. Oh my god!
and then I'm just gonna put
stealing
all
from
the
my house.
items on the bag, and then I'm gonna just throw the sack over my back, and I'll be like, and then I'll head
I
out.
wanna
Please be gentle. She's
I'll
like
be
freaking
so
out. Please
gentle.
move up.
It's all right.
Every single part of this is a bad idea, actually. Baldur, I do want.
What?
She is gonna try and get
At least
that one
people can
Cypher back
know
from
you're-
you.
What?
Are you being snotty
being
about it, or are you
polite.
just like arguing
No,
about it
I'm
right in
saying
front
give
of
me
Ada?
that. I want that one.
I don't know which one you were
Sybil,
talking about.
It's like an
seriously, not
oblong
just
thing.
like-
It's got the roots in the middle
Oh,
of it.
the bundle of don't touch because it
Yeah.
looks like it's horrible.
Oh,
Alright.
who's not touching things now, huh?
How
'Cause
loud are
I'm
you guys
saving
getting?
your family
We're having an argument. I do.
in front of your mom.
Okay, I would like a luck roll from Sybil this time.
12.
Right, because the other mother's asleep upstairs.
Mhm.
You hear movement upstairs and on the stairs.
Oh man, this
Sybil,
is gonna.
shut up! It's Milo.
Yes.
You're gonna wake mom.
I'm trying to just give you have
Oh,
literally all of them, Baldur. You are robbing my house. I can take
how
one
can I-
of them.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna start
Sybil,
whispering.
I can hear her opening her door.
Your mother
you doing?
is in front
like-
of us. She gave me permission.
Ada turns around. Milo, go to bed. I will handle Orla.
How is it robbery when I've been giving express permission to do exactly this?
I don't think just because you've convinced them doesn't make it not robbery. I just want to say that. We have just leave that one for me.
It's literally
please.
the definition of
Baldur, you have like 4 seconds before my mom comes down this
Baldur,
door.
Take the blanket if you have to. Just take take everything. Turn the blanket.
everything.
Don't-
Yes, yes, ma'am.
use the window or something
Oh,
like
That is super suspicious, but all right. I'll use the window, I guess. I've done this before. I've snuck out through windows with
like,
big bags of
and
freight.
Ada like steps out into the corridor. Orla, darling,
I wave at Sybil from the window.
I
before
still want to
sneaking
try
away.
and get that thing from him. I
okay.
like
I would like
You gotta contest it roll.
I would like a defense from Baldur. Get it, and it would have to be speed since it's not
Yeah.
that you're trying to take something. And I would like essentially touch check to try and wrestle it out of the bag, or at least wrestle the blanket open.
I feel like this would be very difficult because I don't know if Sybil knows where I put the object. Could be in my bag, or it could be in the blanket.
It's not even to get it's not even to get the item. It's just to grab you and the blanket as you're trying to get the window open. Because if she successfully tries to, if she successfully grabs the blanket, essentially that you've got everything bundled in, it becomes opposed might to not have it all spilled out.
I just want to point out I have a skill in climbing, and I am currently climbing out a window.
Okay, then can I do a player intrusion?
What is that intrusion?
Oh no!
I want to do.
We were doing so fine.
Inexplicably unbroken is the one that I like. An inactive, ruin, or presumed destroyed device temporarily activates and performs a useful function relevant to the situation.
What item are you trying to do?
The teleporter!
Did you just... Okay.
So as you go and reach for the bag, I still want a opposed checks.
Okay.
Because it determines where this thing activates.
No fucking way did you just did this to me. If I end up having to make a second character because Boulder's on the middle of bumfuck Nevada, I will be so pissed at you.
Yeah, we get fucking ricocheted to the real world. You want to here you fucking go, man.
Or don't, we can be we don't know where this teleporter goes to is the problem.
Listen, I was gonna ask and I asked very I got a 16.
It's fucking...
So, as you're trying to climb out, because even with the +3 from your climbing skill, that is not enough. As you're climbing out, Sybil grabs the blanket. Ada is standing in the middle of the foyer going, Orla, we've got a surprise for you.
Oh no!
You grab the blanket. It's not an actual bag. You're having to hold the ends bound together, and you have one hand and a tentacle.
They are knotted together, and I am a sailor, so it would be a good knot. I just want to be clear.
Would be a good knot.
It's... Unfortunately, pull it, and it lands on the floor. Just inside the window.
I'm not letting go.
Baldur, I would like another speed defense task as this thing activates inside of the bag as it lands on the floor.
Natural 1.
Sybil, what you see
is
a flash of light.
I wanted to go too. Wait!
What are you doing to me?
I didn't think it was this!
What did you do to me?
Power radiates in an odd pattern along the floor and up the wall and along the window. And Baldur is caught inside of this teleportation array as it activates and instantly disappears. As does the bag that's laying inside of the teleportation array, leaving behind what seems to be this mound of roots that are binding into the array in your parents' library against the wall. And you have now made a permanent teleportation array attached to your parents' library.
I was trying to... I think it's just her, with her hand outstretched, just being like...
Do you step into it?
How close is Orla?
You are right there. You just pulled the bag out of his...
How close is Orla to me?
She is on the stairs next to Milo. So Ada is in the foyer.
So
she can see you.
She can see me? Can
she
Milo
is not
see
next
me?
to you. Yeah. For the most part.
Sybil
He's looking between them.
Sybil turns around and says, I'm so sorry, Milo. And then steps into the teleportation circle.
And you disappear as well. And that's where we will end.
Maggie, I was supposed to reunite with the others next session.
Maybe that's where we are. You don't know.
You just split the party like halfway across the world at least.
You don't know that. Maybe I did something good.
No, you just activated a magic item
Here's the thing.
in the middle of a bunch of other magic items
Okay,
and teleported us to God's know where.
The cool little thing that Kale did the last session had something to do with roots and a tree. And
not with teleportation. And that was supposed to be like hours ahead of us, too.
I think it did. I don't know. Guess we'll find out, huh?
What Kale did at the end of the session while holding an unknown object in one hand from the moles was rip a piece of magical crystal shrapnel from their chest and embed it into a tree while asking the forces of nature for help to protect their home.
I still think my logic is sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I think your logic may be sound. It's just the math isn't going to take us where you think it's going to take us.
It might not. Who knows?
Anyway, but yes, so great job, you two. Wonderful. Loved it. Perfect.
I should have saved that nat 20, right?
Yeah, you guys are like, well, it would have been does it activate in the bag while you are holding it? Or does it activate on the ground? Was what that dodge was for.
Amazing.
Are you on the other side of the window looking at a magical field and have no idea what's going on the other side of the window?
Mm-hmm.
Or
getting caught in it.
Or were you taken by the teleportation without having the opportunity to try and not be taken by it?
Amazing. I will not be there next week, it sounds like.
You'll be present.
You'll be there.
Somewhere. You'll be somewhere in the city.
You don't know. Maybe
that's
somewhere fine. This is all make believe. It can be whatever we want.
Yeah, but I know Evie, and Evie isn't the one who's like, oh, this has very subtle effects in the world. It's like, well, welcome to the lair of a fucking fire dragon in the third dimension to the left.
I still stand by my choices.
Oh no, it was amazing.
I'm not saying
I am so into it. It's so good.
I'm not saying they're bad choices either. There might have been a reason why this particular item was one of the ones that you found when searching. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm thinking. But yeah, so great job, guys.
I just really hope that we don't get to the other side for all the other magic artifacts to start popping.
It's like one of those time bombs from Tears of the Kingdom, where one goes off and it triggers the next ones.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. I hope so.
That is so good. I'll be preparing my second character between here and next week. Just wow.
I got to apologize to Milo, so it's okay.
I feel like Boulder might now have more reasons to be pissed at Sybil again. It's so good. I love it.
We'll talk.
We have to. Yeah, we're gonna be stuck wherever we're going together. So
Maggie is going to know where you guys end up and how it works before you do, because Maggie's gonna mix next session.
I'm not here next week.
Yeah, Maggie is missing part B. So in preparation, Maggie will get to know what happens before you do, because you get to discover it in character.
Man, Baldur's. I'm gonna have to RP against cardboard Sybil. Oh, god damn it! All right,
there you go.
No, but Maggie, that was amazing. Best choices. That is so good. This is everything I wanted out of this. Honestly, so much.
Super game. Anyway,
yeah. There's also stuff. So Maggie, be expecting some text chat from me, because there's some decisions that you get to make off screen.
I don't
Um,
like that my fate is in Maggie's hand.
You should never like that.
Oh,
That
it has
should
nothing to do
never-
with Balder. It has nothing to do with Balder.
That is worse.
That is worse, actually. Hold
Do
on.
either of your characters know how to utilize
No.
teleportation array, or how to
No.
direct it,
Hold
and
on.
where
Are you-
it will direct you
Wait.
to?
Evie, end the stream.
Are
We
you-
need to talk.
Anyway, but yes, so I am Evie, the disaster GM. I
Wait, hold
am
on.
making my players panic thoroughly, and it is
No,
wonderful. It is what I thrive on. My pronouns are she, they, or any. Sometimes they are evil.
My pronouns are he/bull.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially right now. But let's go in the other direction. Joel, you first.
Hello. I am the absolutely, I don't even have a funny bit. I played
Just
Balder.
panicking.
I am so scared of what's gonna happen, and these two people right here. I'm just so afraid. Usually I say that if you wanna find me online, you can find me here, but I don't know how long that's gonna last, considering these two people here are bent on ruining Balder's life. No, I'm kidding. It's
I don't know
a
what
lot
you
of fun.
mean.
Love you guys.
It's so much fun.
Love you guys.
Besides being here every other Sunday, or whenever this goes up, just for this time, I am also on Coffee. I have a Coffee. You can support me at JOWOEL Writes or Joel Writes. I put my stories on there. None of them are complete because I don't want to put my old stories on there because those are shit. But I'm making new ones. It just takes a little bit of time. But yeah, if you want to support me, you can support me there. And that's me. Thank you for listening.
All right. Maggie.
I'm Maggie. You can find me on the internet at Maggie Hunt or _Maggie Hunt. I'm mostly here because my real life is a big old dumpster fire of activity. So lots of stuff going on. Unfortunately, not a lot of it is streamed. That might change at some point, in which case find me on social media and I'll let you know there.
Cool. Very cool. But yeah, you guys did an excellent job, and next time Balder will figure out where he landed. Potentially where also the bag landed, because the bag went through the array.
I was holding on to the
Well,
bag,
not
hopefully.
well.
Stuff in it, but like the blanket bag hit the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I have the
you've got
items
the
that
bag.
matter.
You've got
Okay.
you've got the bag with the storage device.
And the
Your bag.
and my
Your
bag.
stuff was permanent.
And the random
Oh, they're
and
gonna. Well,
the
that's
random thing that you had
Get ready to suddenly
pocketed
find
before.
Milo teleporting in front of us in a few
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh god.
it's a scenario. It is
Why?
a scenario that I did not anticipate happening inside of the house.
It looked
But
really
it's a
fun.
scenario. Oh yeah, it is great. I'm having a great time. I'm
That is
having a
so
great
fun.
time at least. But yes, so thank you very much for everyone tuning in. We are Empyrean Rising every other Sunday at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. We'll see you for part B with the other players and Balder potentially joining them. But
I hope so.
Yep.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.